Hey everyone, New 312 here. Sorry about that. Last time on Higurashi, we got, well, at least I got fucking mind-fucked out the ass. Good God. Because I was just gonna go about saying that, it was gonna be someone else, not that he didn't even fucking kill him. And then fucking doctor wants to put his ass, to sleep, which would be probably a good thing, honestly. Either way, this thing's fucking crazy. So let's fucking get into it. The body wasn't there. The police didn't arrest me because of that. I didn't know whether to feel happy about it. Just like Satoko had said, I failed to kill her uncle. The body wasn't there, so I forced her to conclude as much. No matter what strange natural disaster coincidence or miracle it might have been implied. In order to free Satoko, I became a demon. And this abnormal world was my reward. Yeah, metaphorically, I had fallen into the demon world. But if that price had been exchanged for the life of Satoko's uncle, then that would have been fine. Since Satoko's uncle was still alive, still shackling her to him, I needed to become a demon once again. Oh my god, no. No. One more time. No, as many times as it took. I would kill that man over and over again until Satoko was liberated. I'd already awoken. I looked at the clock to see that it was early in the morning, at just about 5. Fuck. That's when I go to sleep. Actually, that's probably when I'll be going to sleep tonight, honestly. Because I will do a lot of shit. It was already light outside. Once I had hardened my resolve to become a demon again, I could feel my whole body teeming with the awakened power once more. Time wasn't an issue. No matter what, I'd do it. I got myself up. The exhaustion from the past 2 days was completely swept away, and I didn't even feel sleepy anymore either. I slowly rose and made sure my body was moving like I wanted to. I could feel blood flowing through each and every one of my fingers. As I got dressed, I let my mind wander and had a strange thought. These 2 days, well, I've said it was for Satoko's sake, the only thing on my mind has been killing. I've said it was for Satoko, but while actually carrying out the act, I'd completely forgotten about Satoko, albeit only temporarily. Yeah, you said you could really fucking care less. Maybe initially, it was for Satoko's sake. But now, I was just a demon, killing for the sake of killing. And as a result, I'd sunken into a world fit for such a demon. Maybe it was the same for Satoshi. He resolved himself to kill his aunt to save Satoko, become a demon, then disappear from the sunlit Hinamizawa, vanishing into the demon world. Which meant that, after all that was said and done, I had met the same fate as him. I tried to avoid making the same mistakes, but it happened anyway. Which meant that maybe Satoshi was here. Satoshi had come to this world a year before me, so he would be here somewhere. Then, surprised, I stopped walking. There was the second set of footsteps I'd grown so used to hearing. Or could you be Satoshi? The empty, lifeless air wouldn't give me an answer. But I felt a strange kind of relief. That there was someone there, that Satoshi had stuck with me the whole time. Let's go, Satoshi. Once more. This time we will set Satoko free for sure. Yeah, you're fucking insane. You're just insane. Nah. You're just I would not be surprised if this was all actually, I'd be really fucking pissed if this was all just happened to be a dream. Oh, I'd get pissed. I'd get really pissed. I quietly slipped out of the house so my parents wouldn't notice. If they caught me now, when I'd been out way too late for 2 days now, they'd give me a really angry talking to. I didn't have the time to allow for that to happen. I thought time was no use to you, so it didn't really matter. Today I'd put an end to it. If the dead body disappeared, then I didn't have to bury it. I could just burn it to ashes and then take them with me, so I could kill him again every time he resurrected. I'd do it again. I'd kill him again. And this time I'd set her free. Outside, the morning light was so beautiful as to stagger belief. I went to the storage room to find weapons with which I could kill him for sure. Blunt or not, it didn't matter to me. Right now I didn't care whether someone saw or if the police came. This world had gone crazy after all. A world where I'd shown up at the festival and had fun even though I wasn't there. Even if the police arrested me, I'd probably end up going right back home as if nothing had happened. Both me and the other Keiichi Maebara. Even without me, he'd fill in. I could vanish from Hinamizawa without anyone noticing. So basically, I didn't care if I was mistakenly killed. Fuck, maybe that's what Satoshi felt. That in the exact same way. Though I doubt, I guarantee he was fucking killed. I mean, he either was killed or he had to run away from the police. Either one. None of this curse bullshit. He definitely... It wasn't that he just felt like it. That's for sure. I doubt that it was anything like mob related or anything like that. I doubt it was Sonozaki that did it. Any of the family. I just don't see him doing it. Even as the main house, I know they're pretty fucked up individuals, but I just don't see it happening. Even if I died, Keiichi Maebara would remain. After all, this isn't the world I belong in. If I was going to be killed mistakenly for Satoko's sake, then that was just part of my duty as her nini. As those desperate thoughts became serious, the morning air felt more refreshing to me, strangely enough. Oh, this one's scary. Let's go with this. It was a hatchet meant for chopping thick firewood. Oh boy! It was a hefty steel blade with sinister, almost as though it was a tool meant for killing people. Hell yeah! Let's go! This is what I would have fucking used the first time. Fuck that shit. Fuck a baseball bat. Give me a fucking hatchet. Let's go! I'll fucking chop his head off. I couldn't exactly take it out in public like that, so I wrapped it a little in some old newspaper and tossed it into the basket of my bike. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Don't carry a bag or anything you could put it in. Sorry for using you for evil all the time. I'll need you again today, my legs. I apologize to my bike for some reason. That's because you're insane. For the past 3 days, I've only used it for dangerous things. I'd been riding this bike ever since I'd lived in my old town. I could walk most places I wanted to go, so I hadn't used it all that much. My mom bought it for me when I entered cram school, thinking it would be a convenient way to get to the station since it was far away. So I'd used it to get back and forth from cram school. I'd only ever put textbooks and class materials in the front baskets too. Well, I wouldn't imagine you would be putting any fucking weapons in there in the middle of a city. I never tried to put a hatchet that'd be used to kill someone in here. Oh, no shit. It's almost like you aren't a complete psychopath before this. Weren't. When I came to Hinamizawa, life finally felt fun. I met the best friends ever and had some of the greatest times ever. Those times might have been shattered now, but it was my greatest wish that I could get them back, even if I had to risk my life to do it. That's how fun those times had been. I'd killed someone, and now I was at it again, needed to kill someone. Murder was a crime. I didn't believe that people should ever think murder was okay. Oh, I can come up with a million fucking justifications for any crime. Well, okay, no. Not any crime. Not any crime. Let's stop there. But I can find where murder is definitely justifiable. Half the crimes, you never should do it. There's really no justification for a lot of crimes. So walk that one back. Fuck. No, but yeah, murder, theft, even theft, you could argue your way into a gray area of theft. Battery, assault, all these things that, you can argue some of those. But of course, there are some that are just never good. I didn't believe that. Yeah, I already read that. Fuck. But still, the times I'd had were enjoyable enough for me to commit such a crime. My friends were irreplaceable, and the time spent with them a treasure. Hanging out, laughing, sometimes tricking each other, but always in a friendly way. I didn't fear committing any crime as long as it was for the sake of taking back those times that gave my heart so much pleasure. Yeah, this was a value I decided to put on hold. It wasn't something I had learned from a school teacher. It was a noble path that I chose for myself. I thought back to when I'd first come to Hinamizawa. About how on the very first day Satoko had welcomed me via a blackboard eraser with a rock in it. That welcome really surprised the hell out of me. She would laugh, get angry, cry. She was never boring. She was obviously the most childlike one among us, but she was actually lively, full of vim and vigor, and good at meddling in other people's business. Fuck you, Mion's better. Come on. Come on. Don't pull that bullshit. Let's go. Come on. That went for Mion, Rena, and Rika too. Come on. Child, I don't want to... Mion's kind of childlike in a way. She still has that tiny bit of it, but there's a point where you don't want that. You don't want a physical child. It gets really annoying really quickly. Which is why I don't want children anytime soon. Fuck no. It's too much work and... well, it's more like too much work. Wasn't Satoko the one at the center of everyone's laughing and banter? Not at all. At least not in my opinion. Fucking the cornerstone of all of our activity is Mion. Without her, life would suck in this village. Well, really, it would. There'd be no fucking games to play. No fun times. You wouldn't have fucking had easy times in last chapter without her. So, no. It would be terrible. Satoko would try to look cool. Then Mion would make fun of her endlessly. Then Satoko would cry, which would put Rena in a state of ecstasy. Rika would be greatly delighted. And I happened to get mixed up in it. We would always fool around like that. It was lonely when someone wasn't around, but if I had to name one for whom it was the worst, it would have been Satoko. Oh, fuck off. No, it wouldn't. Oh, if Mion wasn't there, I would be fucking depressed. I would just be sitting... no. Oh, God, that would be the worst. Because you can easily still have fun without her. Easily. You were just too moody to actually allow yourself to be happy without it. But no, without Mion... God, this... oh, fuck me. It would be so sad and boring. It would suck. Her smile was everyone's smile. Ever since she stopped smiling, so did the rest of us. I've seen Mion smile after that. Rika pointed out that we need to be happy. You know, that kind of stuff. That you can't just let these things get over yourself. Though, actually, she might have smiled before it came to light about the child abuse part. But anyways, no. You just have to... I don't know. Fuck it. I really don't care that much about Satoko, though. So I might be a little biased. Not might. I am a little biased. And for the rest of us, not smiling was the same as dying. Okay, calm down there, buddy. Calm down. It was just like when I was silently going to cram school every day, just to maintain my unchanging test scores. So basically, we were nothing when she wasn't smiling. She was full of hot air, but she was our princess, cute and unhateable. Oh, fuck off. Oh, I hate her ever. I don't hate her now. But I could easily find ways that you could hate her. The fucking endless antics, I would get so fucking tired and pissed off. Because there's times when I would just snap the hell out of her and say, shut the fuck up and stop it, or I will beat the ever-loving shit out of you. Oh god, that would piss me off. Because someone doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over again, that pisses me off in the first place. really gets on my nerve. And it takes a lot to piss me off, but once someone pisses me off, oh, fuck off. It's over. I will get so fucking pissed. And I have a long fuse, but it's over once I get pissed. I will never respect you again if you piss me off to that limit. I will never have a friendship with you at that point. If we were friends, it's over. It's done. It's officially cut off. I will never, ever do that shit because it just because it takes so far to get to that point. That at that point it's basically unforgivable because they knew for the past like 30 times they were doing something, I hated it. And I'd always say, I hate doing this. Oh yeah, whatever. Or I hate you stop doing this. I fucking hate it. And it pissed me off. But of course, people are stupid and like to keep pushing the edge because they want to see that edge. They like knowing where the boundaries are. Never do that if you're watching this. Don't fucking push people. The key to having successful friendships is being open. Well, not. Okay. Real connections with people. It's called appearing to be very generic. Not generic in the same way, but being very open. Being simple. Don't act too smart. Don't always talk about your hobbies. Fuck hobbies. Wait until they talk about their hobbies and then you can interject with your own. Make sure they're similar. Because this is the true key to getting a bunch of people to like you. It's sitting back, listening, observing how they talk and how they interact. And if you want to be friends in the way they talk and how they behave and how they act, you feed off of that. You just reciprocate it in a similar way. It's hard to explain, really. Because I've been doing it for so fucking long. Like in high school, the first 2 years, I sat back and observed. That's all I did, just observe. Just everyone interacting with each other, how the certain groups formed, and how I could possibly interact with the groups. Junior year came along, that's when I was like, I feel like making a lot of friends this year. And so I did. I started getting not more involved, but sitting near and talking to certain key points in each group. You never want to talk, because you always can see the hierarchy of people and how they fit inside each group. So if you were to take this club, for example, with Mio, Satsuko, Rika, and Rena, and let's fucking throw Keiichi in there, why not? The easiest person to approach would be Mio, because she's obviously the leader of it. So if you can become friends with her, you're automatically in the group. You don't want to talk to fucking Keiichi because he's not going to have any pull. Really. Even before, if you talk to fucking like Rika or something. The problem is this is a really small group, so it's a little harder to point to it because it's a small school as well, but it's the same kind of principle. You never want to talk to the bottom person because they don't have enough pull. If you talk to the more people towards the top and they enjoy your presence, they'll have you come into their group because they'll know that you'll mix with their group. That's how it works. So junior year I did that, then senior year came around, every single fucking person knew me because I established myself in each and one of every group. The way that works being, you just have to listen. That's all you have to do. Is the easiest way to get friends, is listen. Listen to their whatever they want to fucking talk about. Joke with them. Even if you're not even that funny, it's not hard to make some jokes, some off-colored humor. Because all you need is just a couple really good jokes and then you're fine. Thank God, and I could actually come up with a couple of good jokes. Because I'm really good at just the dry humor, sarcastic type. Because that's just my fucking character. Well, it's not. I don't know why I said character. It's just my personality, my type. I always fuck with people. And it takes a little bit to get used to, I guess, but it's hard to pull off in a social setting, but it works for the way I use it. Though, of course, you do get those really stupid people there that say, "Oh, really? No, you fucking dumbass." And nothing kills a conversation like them not getting sarcasm. God, I hate people who can't understand it. When they say, "Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that." Oh my god, you're a fucking dumbass. Because then you have to look at them with the stupidest expressions like, "No, it was a joke." "Oh, okay." And then conversation's over, forget about it. But the key is picking the right people to be friends with. It's not wanting to have a lot of friends, it's the right people to be friends with. That's what the most important part being. I swear this is going to be actually relate to what the fuck. It may seem I'm going off topic, which I am, but I can relate it back. But the whole point is, you want to pick your friends wisely. Especially in any high school or college. Because having friends and connections equals success in future endeavors, no matter what. One of the friends in high school, his fucking dad owns a newspaper. That's like the biggest newspaper in the city. That's good for me. I don't pick I don't pick useless people to be friends with. I look at it for my own gain in the future, and possible gain. But he's also a decent person, so I like him. I don't agree with a lot of social issues he has, but we don't talk about it. Or at least I'll lie. Oh, that's another thing. Bullshitting and lying and being able to pull it off without anyone noticing is the key to being extremely popular. If you can put up a front and no one can see through it, no one can really hate you at that point. At least that's how I went around with it. Because, whenever they talk about fucking some issue, I would just not agree in the useless way, but kind of just add enough to be like, they seem like I care about the issue, but not enough to make it actually convince myself that I care. And same thing. I'd bullshit people all the time. I bullshit answers on given to test. Oh, especially when teachers ask you questions. If you can fucking bullshit it, you're gonna get an A in every class. It's not hard. But anyways, relating back with the whole, she's the unhateable stuff. She doesn't put on a front in a way I see it. Her front being, I think it's more her natural area that she is in right now, which means she is possible to be hated on. Everyone is. No one's technically unhateable. You could always hate someone, even if you have the best poker face in the world and can blend in with any environment. Someone will hate you. But the point being related to it, Mion is the fucking top. She will never be replaced because of how integral she is to the group. I won't say... If Satsuko's the princess, Mion's the queen. The god. Because she is above and beyond everything that Satsuko could even hope for in the club. Because that's just how it is. That's just the club hierarchy. Without Mion, club would have never founded. These people probably wouldn't have... Keiichi wouldn't have been friends with them, honestly. If it wasn't for the club, he wouldn't really give a fuck about them. The only thing that would make him friends would be the close proximity and all that. Fuck, I even put Rena on importance of the club above Satsuko. The only thing that sucks is how small it is. That's what really makes it hard to differentiate who's important to the club and who's not. Rika, I haven't seen enough of her character. I really don't think she is important to it. To the club in general. I really don't. Because I don't know enough about her character. Satsuko, from what I've seen, you could easily just go on without her. I mean, I think that's just the club policy not to go on without people, but you could easily do it without her. But anyways, back to the story after that long-ass tangent about manipulating people. Because manipulating people is key to success. If you want to be successful, learn how to manipulate people and persuade people. That's how you become successful. Either that or you have to be so brutally honest and open that people just are... people like openness. They either like because people like being manipulated, even if they don't like it being found out, they like the secret manipulation. It's just how everyone feels because it makes you feel better. They either want that or they want the true openness in any kind of business setting. Because if you have it completely open, no manipulation, you'll be successful. You can't be in the middle ground. You have to be either extremely open or extremely manipulative. And it sucks to say that, but you have to be. I say go the full open. Don't wear your feelings on your sleeves, of course, but just tell it how it is. No bullshit. And just tell that to whoever asks you. If you want my completely 100% true opinion, you tell them that. Because then they know how you feel. And it works out that way. In that case, I was her knight, searching for the dragon's castle in order to win her smile back. It's not your responsibility to do that. That is hers. And I know it sucks to say that, but it really is her responsibility to do it. She has to do it on her own. Because that's how she feels. There's nothing you can do to change that opinion of her. She will always try to do it. There's nothing you can in the world that you can say or do that will make her want to. Knights, of course, use swords. The awesome two-handed kind. I'm probably the only knight in the history of the world to be taking someone with a thick, rusty hatchet. Come on. In the entire world, no one uses a hatchet or axe or a mace. Come on. Of course they used hatchets. Fuck off. Small axes, same thing. Everyone uses them. It's anything with a blade someone used it as a weapon before. You're not the only person. And two-handed swords are way overrated. I'd rather want a sword and a shield. So I can defend myself. Fuck, you can have your two-handed sword all day. It'll take forever to swing that back. As I just put my shield up and then just do a quick slash to the inside. Or thrust to the inside. It's just how you do it. Two-handed swords suck. Not that I've ever used them, but the way they're used, it would not be advantageous against someone with one shield and a sword. Because they have just so much more ability to hit you. Because if they can block that your two-handed swing just with their shield, then you're fucked. You're done. Especially if they can pin the sword to your body, just completely rush you, hit you, and then that just keep hitting you over and over. You're done. You're gonna die. Nothing you can do. When I saw an old woman in the ridge of a field waving to me. Oh, then I saw. Oh my, Keiichi. Out for a morning ride, I see. Good morning. I reflexively waved back in a refreshing way. Should I really have been feeling so happy waving like that? Yes, because it gives the illusion that you're not killing someone. Satsuka's house would be right past this road, going beyond the rice paddies. The cicadas had woken up too, and the next thing I knew I was the audience of their daily chorus. I gave myself a hit or two in the head, and drove away my merry morning mood. I took a deep breath, then tilted my head back, quelling my pointless excitement. The body wasn't there. Its absence either meant my killing him had been an illusion, or that I'd killed him and he'd risen from the dead. If I was at the festival, then maybe I should have considered it an illusion. Coach probably thought that way, which is why he treated me like a lunatic. You are. But it being an illusion was just impossible. I killed him without a doubt. Without a doubt. If that had been an illusion, then that would make all of this... That would then that would make all of this Hinamizawa I was in right now an illusion. Fuck. If that was the case, then here's how it would end up. I was actually in a vegetative state due to a traffic accident, and I was currently dreaming in a hospital bed about how great it would be to spend time with friends in rice paddies like these. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. The irony that he just laid out, I didn't even fucking consider that. Where his mom told him to watch for fucking cars. He got hit by... This is probably a 0.001% chance that this could be real, mind you. But the fucking odds he get hit by a car and then get into a vegetative state and this is him dreaming it. Oh my god. I would laugh. All seriousness would be gone. I would die laughing. You just hear a constant 30 minutes of me laughing about how fucking ridiculous that would be. God, I want that to happen so bad now. Oh, please happen. Oh, that would be hilarious. That was a terrifying thought, though. If this wasn't an illusion, then the only possible answer was that he'd resurrect it. It would make him a literal monster. But if he was such a monster, then I was no less a monster myself. I didn't hesitate to kill someone, and I could even manipulate curses.